Hello there. Once again, it's Shadow on the Bountiful Chest, and today I want to talk about, well, what do you need to start role playing? Well, let's see here. I have books and dice and character sheet and pencil and paper, and you can actually throw that all away. I'm not saying actually throw away all your books and stuff. No, keep them. They're good. You never know when someone might play one of those systems and you want to join. But these were created to facilitate easy play. But you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on books and dice and everything else to role play. All you need is other people and a set of rules you agree to. These just take care of those set of rules you agree to. And oftentimes you'll modify these rules on your own, knowingly or unknowingly. Uh, no two tables play exactly the same game, but you can play a role play without any of these. You just need, again, other people and a set of rules you agree to. I've been in a few games that had minimalist rules. I've been in games that had to add rules as situations occurred that weren't thought of early on. But I've been in a lot of games that don't haven't even needed dice, which some people are against the more free-form styles of role play. I enjoy them once in a while, but role playing is so much more than Dungeons and Dragons. It's it's the first name people think of, but you can play anything you want. You can back in the day, you I would trip over anime role plays like nothing. Uh, I have a harder time finding some of them now, but everyone's got Discord, so would not be surprised if there are 1,000, a million Discord role plays hiding out there. But people use everything to facilitate role play. Uh, Before the final collapse of the free internet, when everyone had a web page, a chat room, a forum, uh, even blogs were being used. There are still people that role play in, MMOs, and like I said, every method, everything you can use, from email groups to live journal, has been used to create a role play group. Uh, and what you play is all up to you. I've seen uh, people role play wolf packs, people role play werewolf packs, uh, people role play their favorite anime, and people role play just a mashup of various things they've watched or seen. Uh, one of my old guilty pleasures was the Supernatural Academy type setting with all sorts of creatures as the students. Uh, and you can make a hard, you can make a book of a system to run those, or you can run them as rules light as you want. Uh, People have made Wizard Academy based on 5e. I won't say the name because I know a lot of people are upset with that right now. Uh, Let's just call it Wizard Academy. But there's just there's no real limit to what you can do and what you can play as if you so choose. Uh, People even obviously have created various rules for anime in Dungeons and Dragons, but then these same people have made anime based role playing games. Uh, there's role playing games for lots of stuff. If you search uh, drive through RPG, you will find role playing systems for media you probably never even heard of. Uh, there was a series of adventure books called the Lone Wolf books. I still have some that apparently has its own role playing game. Uh, I think they went a little too hard on trying to convey the system that was used in the book. It's like don't make us pick a number on a random table. Just have us roll a dice. Uh, and there's all you can decide to not use certain dice and use other dice for other sets of probabilities. There are D100 system, D6 systems, and there's all sorts of dice spots out there that you can find for Discord, or you can kind of use some of the VTTs, the virtual tabletops, you can use for this stuff as well. But it's simple to get a Discord going. Uh, about as simple as it is to get a IRC chat going. For those of you that still know what those are, uh, and even old dice bots for that, you can role play anywhere essentially, as long as you have people in the set of rules you agree to. Uh, so hopefully there are lots of Discords out there playing more than just Dungeons and Dragons and generic anime Dungeons and Dragons. But maybe some people that are playing Naruto. Maybe you have some friends that do part of their role play through TikTok, and you know you can always join in. I've I have friends that do TikTok videos for role plays. I have friends that are running uh, a, I guess a Disney villain uh, role play. Uh, there really is no limit, and you don't need all your clicky clacks and extensive rules to just play something. It, but maybe you like extensive rules. May you know Maybe you want to make a rule book that's 3 rule books thick. Go ahead and do it. Uh, there are people that have never role played that have made their own role play system, though not always well. That's a story for another time. But again, there's no limit to what you can play, and there's no requirement beyond just people and an agreement on what your limits are, what the basics of rules are, and don't be afraid to expand your rules as need be. I will always recommend, if you find a need for a rule, make it rather than not. I've been in a situation in a game, a forum game, where we had to add the rule, you couldn't simply go back and edit your character. You couldn't go back and edit your character post without someone signing off on it. And we had one person that got banned from the game because they broke this rule, because they got they wrote themselves into a corner, and rather than admit to not having an ability, they tried to add it to their character sheet. Anyways, that's all for me. Uh, Enjoy whatever game you play with whatever media you base it on, um, and have a fun time. Shadow signing off.